How's it going, guys? Fives here with a head shave today. Today's going to be a special head shave because I will be using Azalea City Suds pink peppercorn, and it is also the artisan's birthday that made this. His name is Arthur Knowles, very nice guy. I've interacted with him several times, and he's been nothing but nice to me and several other people that I've seen him interact with. So happy birthday, man. You're doing a great job with this stuff. Keep it up. And I've got it lathered up here. Very nice lather. This is a very new, relatively speaking, I mean, compared to the Phoenix shaving and the Sterlings of the shaving world, very new artisan. And he's doing great stuff. I mean, he's on Etsy, and I think Etsy is the only place that I've seen his stuff being sold so far. But very well priced, very good quality stuff. And I've got a great lather here. Now, for me, a strong test of how well a soap or a razor or a blade performs is on how it does on my head shaves. Because for me, face shaving is a lot easier in general than my head shaves. I've got a lot more surface area to cover and a lot coarser hair on my head. And y'all saw how much growth I had. So, this is going to be a very good test, and I have no doubt that it's going to perform well. And I got this sample, I got two samples with my actual order that I got. And the order was, I've got it here somewhere, with my millions of soaps and splashes. Oh, here it is. Was the reserve stocked. And the scent notes on this one are like bourbon, vanilla, butterscotch, tobacco, caramel, birch. And the scent notes are going around, which I like. And I got the matching splash of that. But he does great stuff. So if you haven't checked him out and you're interested, definitely do. I'll link his Etsy in the description. The scent notes on this, and sorry, the label's kind of crinkled on the sample. That's my bad. Grapefruit, bergamot, tuberose, I don't know what that is, birch, peppercorn. And to my nose, very bright, lemony type scent. Definitely peppercorn in there, definitely bergamot, grapefruit. Maybe not lemony, definitely grapefruit. I think that's what my nose is getting. The razor is a carve that I polished myself, brass carve that I bought off of Matt Fox. Second razor I got from him, cool guy, very reasonable person. This is the open comb C plate with a third use Gillette Super Blue. Is that what they're called? Silver blue. I don't know what's wrong with me. Silver blue. And I haven't actually used this specific plate on my head yet. So we're really putting this soap to the test today. But this is smooth so far. I haven't used this blade in this razor or on my head either. So the only thing that's familiar on my head that I'm using today is the Phantom Aerolite. Got about 4 days of heavy growth, and you can see it's all gone now. This razor is very efficient. And you know what's interesting? I don't know if you can hear that feedback. What's interesting is I've had two carves, Christopher Bradley carves before. I had a copper, because I love copper stuff, obviously. And I had another brass one. And I had the solid bar C and D plates in those razors. And I mean, they're okay. I never loved them. Like, I never had amazing shaves with them. I had good shaves with them, but it was a struggle, to be honest. But for some reason, this brass open comb C-plate, which I've had the brass closed comb C-plate on my face and so far on my head, has been perfect. Efficient, smooth, comfortable. And I mean, result speaks for itself. But back to the software. So this is a newer, relatively newer base that Arthur has made for his Azalea City Suds. I've had samples before I ordered this recent order in his previous base, and it was good. I'm not, it wasn't bad by any means. It was definitely good. I actually had this scent in that original base, and I liked the scent. I never fell in love with it. I think I had hints of whatever base it was before. I think I had, and again, it wasn't a bad scent, but I can smell in the scent. I picked up, I think, the base. I don't get any of that with this. This just smells like the description says, like the scent note says. And I will probably be picking up at least the splash of this, because this is beautiful. This is a fantastic scent. If you like bright, citrus forward from the grapefruit scents, great performance, you would like this. Now, all the stuff that I'm saying is great, and I'm not saying it because it's his birthday. If I had a bad performance or a bad scent from this, I will say it. I mean, and that's not because I want to be mean or nice one way or another. I want to help everybody out, and you can't help somebody out by sugarcoating stuff. If everything I said was, oh, this is amazing and blah, 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 and I was lying, then nobody would improve. The artisan that I would be reviewing would not improve. If they looked at this stuff, I mean, they probably aren't watching what I have to say, but they might be. Or somebody might be and bring it to their attention. So, I'm not going to ever lie about a razor, a blade, a soap, a splash, an EDP, a brush, whatever I use. I'm going to be as honest and as fair as I can be. Alright, first pass is great. I'm going to rinse off a little bit and then apply another lather. And this soap lathered really easily. It's not as thirsty as like a Phoenix shaving soap or what's another thirsty soap? Or a House of Mammoth soap that I've had. Those are pretty thirsty soaps, which I do like. But this lathered up really easily. Got a nice lather going right there. It's creamy. In my personal preference, I would like to see it become a little bit more dense in terms of creaminess. And that could just be how I've lathered it. Because again, I haven't used this base a lot. I've only used it a couple of times. And this is the first time I've used this scent in this base. So I'm still trying to dial in the water and how to lather this specific base. But in terms of the mechanics and how it shaves, or allows me to shave, as Chris from IMCDB would say, and how it performs on my skin and how it feels on my skin is fantastic. So far with the Carve Open Comb C-plate, this soap is allowing it to glide very sorry, against my skin, and I had zero tugging on my hair whatsoever, even with 4 days of heavy head growth. Going against the grain. So I've got like a little cowlick that kind of goes in all sorts of directions right here and on the back of my head. So I kind of have to chase it in a circle when I go against the grain. The only downside I find with polishing is you kind of lose a little bit of the grippiness if you want to get a high polish. But it's not a problem. That's also from, you know, any good soap or well-lathered soap is going to be slick, and I did get some of that soap on the handle and on my fingers. So that just tells you, even with rinsing off my hand and the handle, there's still residual slickness. In this scent strength, I would say it's probably 6. High end of 5, probably 5.5 to 6 to my nose. But then when you lather it up, it definitely fills the room with a grapefruit, like a peppery grapefruit, is how I would describe it. And that's just efficient and smooth right there. I mean, I'm having no issues whatsoever. I couldn't decide if I wanted to use this scent or his lemon bark scent, which is also very nice. But I mowed the lawn. I went to the gym, mowed the lawn, and took a shower before doing this. And it's pretty warm today in Georgia. Sun's out, feels great. So I wanted something as bright as possible, and this grapefruit is hitting the spot for me. I'll probably be buying the full set if I'm being completely honest. Now I'm going against the grain on Residual, just because I don't want to keep you guys too long or take too much time shaving my head. No performance issues whatsoever. I would put this, you know, in the realms of sterling and 3, 4, 5, you know, really great performing bases. And based on the tub of reserve stock that I got, you get 6 ounces of soap. So not bad. I forget how much I paid for this set and 4 ounces of splash. If I can figure out how to put text in my videos, which I think I got figured out now, I'll put a little bit more information on the screen. So, but I believe it was around like 40, 45 range after shipping on Etsy for the set. And his samples, I don't know if he always includes these samples, but that's a pretty good chunk of soap right there. That's at least an ounce, I think. I haven't weighed it, but it's a good amount of soap. That'll last me several shaves. So I'm impressed with this razor. The open comb seat plate, that's nice. Very nice, as my coworkers at work would say in the Borat voice. I said I'm not going to take too long, and now I'm just blabbing and buffing, so my bad. But you know what? I don't care. I'm enjoying this, and that's what matters. No blood on the back of my head. No nicks or anything so far. That's with buffing. I mean, yes, this is only the C plate, but I'm telling you, this open comb for some reason is more efficient than the D plate solid bar. And yes, I know they say it's an open comb. I've had open combs that are very mild, so the geometry is different on this. This is a fairly efficient plate for me. And I pretty much just did this whole third pass on residuals. So if that doesn't tell you how good this performance is on this soap, then nothing will, honestly. So all right. Got one more spot right here, and then I'm going to finish rinsing off and come back with the post. All right. Be right back. All right, and I'm back after the shave. I rinsed off with warm water, then cold water. I used the Phoenix Shaving Alum Block, and I had zero stinging whatsoever. No stinging. Very smooth shave. My skin feels very good. And I'm going to finish off with Chicago Grooming Harmonia, which was also in collaboration with House of Mammoth. So if you look there, you've got a mammoth and a duck or a mallard or whatever it is. Canard, I don't know, something like that. Some kind of bird. I'm not as educated on it. And this is a nice fougere type scent. It's a beautiful scent. And honestly, it doesn't even smell anything like this lemon pepper or pink peppercorn scent, but it's gonna play well with it. And my wife loves this scent, so when she comes back from work here in a couple of hours, she's gonna like it. And there is alcohol in this soap, but I could barely even tell. If I didn't know there was alcohol from the ingredients list, I might maybe feel a little zing right here, but barely any. And so, very, very nice fougere scent. And it does really play well with the peppercorn in this soap. So I'm happy I used it. And I've got the Harmonia EDP from Chicago Grooming in collaboration with House of Mammoth. I'll use that off camera once I get cleaned up and dressed for the day. And I'll use it right before my wife comes home from work. So she'll really enjoy that. Very nice. So let's recap. Today is Arthur Knoll's birthday, and he is the owner and artisan of Azalea City Suds. let me grab the tub. This isn't the scent that I used, but there's a good look at the label. And today I used the pink peppercorn, which is a great scent. Grapefruit, peppercorn, bergamot are the prominent notes to me, and very good performing soap. The razor was the Carve open comb C-plate that I polished with a third use Gillette Silver Blue, and it was lathered, the soap was lathered with the Phoenix Shaving Phantom Airlight, and the splash and EDP are the Harmonia. So very nice shave. I enjoyed it a lot. Arthur, happy birthday. Keep up the great work, and thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.